Hi, this is Andy McWayne. This is sort of part two of the indie publishing um, pre-order videos, but this is also a standalone video about pricing. I'm going to use my own book, "Make Money Online with Your Music," to show you how the pricing works. But this is also useful if you are launching a pre-order based on the other video. So this is the book. As it stands live right now, it only exists as an ebook at this point. It's not a paperback, and it's not. It's still exclusive to Amazon. It's sort of obviously it's a niche book. It's had spurts of sales, but generally hopefully it's a funnel to my other books. So the idea with pricing, if you followed the other video and you got to this page, the very first choice you have to decide is whether or not you hold the worldwide rights to your book, or if you plan to actually sell it in one of Amazon's 245 selected territories. I don't know exactly why you would do this. Because if it's an original project, you should just generally have the worldwide rights. But if it's a sub-publishing arrangement, if it's a foreign translation or something like that, you may actually only have individual territory rights. Everything I've published, either under my own name or under pen names, I've always just selected worldwide rights. So we'll skip this beta thing for a second. We'll come back to that in a moment. But the first thing that you see when you look at the pricing is, and to beginners or to people publishing for the first time on Kindle, this actually looks confusing. Why on earth wouldn't you always choose 70% royalty? Well, it's largely that you don't have a choice. If you want to receive 70% royalty, then you really need to price the book between $2.99 and $9.99. And then what you'll see here is the estimated royalty at 70%. The 35% royalty has to do with customers in certain countries who, just by nature of the fact that they have to order overseas through the U.S. Amazon store, but they're not actually in the U.S. There's sort of a footnote that some of those will come through at 35% royalties, regardless of the fact that you've priced in this zone. And then, as you can see, if you price all the way up to $9.99, these are flexible. Some of it's based on, the reason that this is estimated and the reason that this is flexible is obviously based on delivery costs, because even an ebook has, transfer and storage fees and that sort of thing, based largely on the file size. So if you want to charge anywhere from 99 cents to $2.98, then you have to choose the 35% royalty. So you can't start a book on free. You can do free promotions, but the lowest price on Amazon is $99 for an ebook, and $200 is the maximum price for an ebook. But outside of that range of $2.99 to $9.99, Amazon's only willing to pay you a 35% royalty. And what they're trying to do is encourage you to price in that sweet spot, the spot that they know actually, works the best for their customers. This book, because it's niche, because it's a music book, and because it's a book about actually leveraging and making money online, $5 to me always seemed like a fair price. But again, I've changed it many times. Let me put it back to, so $4.99 is in that range. I have to choose that I want that to be 70% royalty. And then you can see the U.S. estimated royalty is, a little under $3.50, and then the rest of these countries, the other 13, the UK, Germany, France, Spain, Italy, Netherlands, Japan, Brazil, Canada, Mexico, Australia, and India, can all be set based on the U.S. price and based on an approximate exchange rate. What works pretty well, though, is to round these off so that in these other markets, the prices actually look like they're specific to that market. So you could go 449, you could even go higher. But what it does is it actually gives, like for example here in Japan, it gives the reader the sense that you're being specific, that you're actually targeting their book market rather than just allowing it to be a conversion. I don't really have any data that this makes any difference, but I've seen a fair number of international sales with this and my Jazz Practice Ideas book, so I'm assuming that it has some effect to round those off, instead of 623 in Canada, at least going up to 6.25 or 650 or something like that. It always seems to make sense to me. All right, so since we're still talking about pricing, Amazon launched several months ago now this beta service, which is pricing support, and basically they look at your book, analyze their own historical data, and then try to give you an idea. Try to give you an idea based on their own data, with similar books to yours, maybe what you should price your book at. Doesn't seem to be working right now, so all right, technical difficulties. So generally what they do is they suggest a sweet spot for you. If they say that books like this tend to sell better at $3.99, and if you price it at $3.99, you'll experience, you'll get 25% more sales, and by extension 10% more in royalties or something like that. So again, for a number of the people I've spoken to about pricing their ebooks, they assume the higher you price the book for, the more money you'll make. But it's really not true. If you actually find that sweet spot where you can sell a lot of books, like incredible volume, then you'll have higher sales rank. Amazon will help you out because you'll be ranking in lists, because each sale, each incremental sale actually helps the book's overall sales rank in the Kindle store. The book may rank in several categories. By nature of having more readers, you may end up having more possibility for reviews, or just all the things that come from a higher quantity of sales. So one of the things that I've done with these books, and then also the pen name books, is very often, if they're not moving, I bring the price down just a little bit just to see what's happening. So as you saw, the sales rank right now on this book is almost 595,000. That's pretty atrocious. It spikes when it sells, but if it's not selling, so I'm going to try dropping the price $1 right now to just just make that point, since I'm on this page anyways. All right, and then the last couple parts of this, if you actually have a paperback, you can enroll your ebook in a matchbook. So basically, this seems to be the most effective way to use that program, Kindle's Matchbook, meaning if you buy my paperback copy, I'll give you an ebook for free. That's usually an incentive for someone who wants the physical copy and also wants also torn between instant gratification. If your ebook is very expensive and you still want to receive some money for your ebook, notice they give you 70% royalties, even if it's outside of their $2.99 to $9.99 window. But this way, you get instant gratification customers who want the ebook immediately, and then they also know that they'll be receiving the paperback copy in the mail. Since I don't have a paperback yet, this isn't critical whether I choose this. Lending is turned on. This is a feature of the Kindle owner's lending library, which obviously you get paid for. And then if I've made any changes to this, or if this is my pre-order, if it was a pre-order, it would say, your pre-order will be due on this particular day. Because this book is already live, I hit save and publish, and then, it'll say here within 12 to 48 hours, the book should actually be live and available. If you're doing a pre-order, you can move the price, but whatever the final price is, when the book launches, that's what people will be charged. I think it's probably bad form after you've received some pre-orders to move the price up. So, give a lot of thought in advance to what you might want to charge for the book, and then just leave it there. Even if all the initial customers get charged a certain price, and then if you want to actually move the price later. There's one thing related to the promotions with the countdown deals. You actually have to leave the price. You have to leave the price alone for a certain amount of time. I think it's 30 to 60 days, something like that. So the other promotion, the 5 free days every 90-day period, that doesn't require that the price remains static. But it's obviously useful to let the price sit out there for a while and let the customers understand that that's what you're charging for the book before you make changes. If you change the price too often, then customers might just wait for you to drop the price again. All right, thank you so much. This is Andy McWayne. You can, if you're here as a musician interested in indie publishing, you can check out the online music resources Facebook group, or you can also go to youneedabook.com. There's also a youneedabook.com Facebook group as well. And if you have any questions, or if you have any other concerns or things you'd like me to go over, you could also stop by the Andy McWayne, McWain.com, and find out some of the other things that I'm doing over there. All right, thanks a lot.